What is going on? I am kind of stuck at home. Um, the truck is in the shop. Well, not the truck. The trailer actually is in the shop. So that is why I'm going live from the office, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. I should, while no one's watching, I should go ahead and try to copy the stream. Oh, there we go. Now we got some people watching. Okay, it's always delayed when I jump in on StreamYard. So we got Timothy, Sterling, Diesel Life Truckers, Zamora, Christopher, Richie Rich, Stat Trucking, Mike Toth, Timothy Hickey, Ryan Peterson, the Juice Box. Ryan Peterson's hanging out. Edward Williams, what's going on, man? I appreciate all your comments. I know I don't respond to as many as I should or could, but I appreciate you commenting on every video, man. Jessica, why don't you ever tell me? Oh, I guess I should start putting these up on the screen. Why don't I ever tell you that I'm doing this? Well, because you're busy. You're in the other room and you're busy. And I kind of told you I was going to go live earlier, and then you were like, so are you going to? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I decided I was going to. So there we go. Tommy, how is my trailer? It is still in the shop. They had to wait on parts, of course. So parts are tough to come by these days. So that is what's going on, man. DC, Greg Redmer, Cattle Hauling, Paul Thurston, David Bremen. There we go. Oh, what's up, Gabe? Gabe from Coyote right there. You guys have any issues with Coyote Logistics? You talk to Gabe right here in the chat. That's funny. Let's see. Edward Williams. Your good company rolling down the road. Yeah. I've put on a few YouTube videos in my day on I have premium, so I can actually close it out and just listen to what's going on. So I've listened to a lot of live shows and stuff from other YouTubers to keep the night running. So John Elliott never wants me to forget about the dang window switch, because the window switch is an easy, cheap fix, and I should have fixed it by now. But yeah, Paul, you and everyone else has a good paying load going to Florida. That's what's on the load boards. I've been looking at the load boards trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and it all goes to Florida, man. All of it. I feel like I'm in trouble.
Got my strong mom vibe going on right now.
I feel like
I just was
the teacher just walked in. Act natural. Adam Bennett. This is Velox 18. What's going on? Silver Classic. Do I need a dispatcher? No, I prefer not to use a dispatcher. I prefer to keep the 5 to 10% that a dispatcher would take from me. If what I need to do is I need to buy like 3 or 4 more trucks, and then I can just dispatch 3 and 4 trucks, because I don't mind the dispatching. It's the being gone from home that worries me. Let's see. Hurricane is going to hit Orlando. What?
Your setup.
Don't laugh at my setup right now. Don't laugh at my setup. I gotta aim. Why are you laughing at my setup?
This was like, well, I noticed that it's on the file effects thing, and I was like, oh, it's kind of not great. And then I was like, oh,
stop shaking it.
You're on. You ghetto.
I gotta do what I gotta do. I can't turn the whole desk around, and there's a lot more to clean up if I was to face the camera this way.
Yeah, no, this room has been, I cleaned out other rooms, so then the random came in here.
This is the catch-all. No, I was like, that's pretty amazing that you cleaned up an entire room and all you did was relocate it into here. I was like,
That's not totally true.
That's it's only 94%
Oh,
true.
well, let's argue online about it.
Let's do it.
I don't think you want to argue with me online. I don't think you will.
All right, hold on. Hurricane's going to hit Orlando at a Category 4, hit Tampa at a Category 3, and then up to Jacksonville. Orlando's inland. Are you talking the other way around?
Yeah, because they keep saying Tampa.
Well, but now they're saying it might hit a little south of Tampa. So there's the cone of uncertainty that they're trying to
weather nerd
project.
Super. He'll come in and he'll be like, "Did you see that we have a chance?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're fine. It's fine. Relax."
Let's see. Do you see yourself owning the Reefer a year from now? Yeah, I think so. It kind of just depends, though, on how things go, Mr. Fish Lips. I could see myself owning more than one Reefer, or I could, or maybe be done with Reefer altogether if I find other freight types. So my
what's that?
That's my hotspot phone in my backpack.
Oh, I was like, my phone's not in here. Your phone's right there. What's that?
Yeah. There you go. DC said Coyote is good with us. Yeah, no, Coyote's one of the easy ones. In fact, Gabe just got me my detention when I was sitting up in Ohio last week. So when they didn't have room for my load last week, Gabe got me approved for my detention, and I was able to get paid for that load today. So.
Oh, did someone say hi to me specifically? Hi, whoever that is. Who's that?
Where? Oh.
I can't see who that person is. Oh, Tommy. Kramer. Hi.
Tommy. I wanted to, yeah. Kirk said hi too.
Nixter. Nikki J.
Here we go. Sylvester said, can I use your Pete? I'm going 1 month waiting for a turbo for my truck. Freightliner is out of stock and they don't know when they're getting more.
Dang.
I've even checked junkyards. Yeah, man, that's the worst when you have to go junkyard diving to try and find parts. My buddy had to do the same thing. He just needed an actuator from a turbo, and that was like a year ago he did that. So anyway, let's see. John Elliott said, my darn company truck just went down. Stupid automatics. Oh, here we go. There you go. Haboonster. He is a channel member. If you see the little.
Oh, okay.
Oh
yeah, I forgot you did that
logo next to him.
That guy's from Murfreesboro.
Where did I skipped over something?
Mike C says, hi, I'm from the borough. Hi there from borough. Right? Casey Lane. Okay,
there you go. Yeah. Sorry. Borough doesn't register with me as Murfreesboro. I don't know. Yeah. Do you pronounce the R in Murfreesboro or is it Murfreesboro? Like Murphy's Law, Murfreesboro. Charlie Mike 104, how it do from West Covina. You're motivating me to become an owner op, move out of California. Yeah, you should do both. I don't remember who it was, if it was like the Dog Pound or like one of those old school 90s rappers, but I remember the line in the song. Every time I would drive through West Covina, the line in the song would pop into my head, but West Covina, where the goes down. Anyway, I don't know why it's just one line. I can't remember any other part of that song, but there you go. Have fun. Adam Bennett trying to get me to go to Tanker. Paul Thurston said, just finished a lease purchase, thinking about what's next. What's your advice with this market? I'm not one to give advice in this market. I have no clue. My advice is to listen to guys who've been around a lot longer than me and try to follow all of their advice, because that's all I'm doing. I'm listening to guys like DIY Semi and Cash is King and trying to figure out what the smart guys in the industry are doing, and I'm just going to try and follow them. That's my strategy right now. Talking to guys I met a guy over at the shop that I dropped the trailer at, and I was talking to him, and he's had reefer, drive-in, commodity trailers, dump trucks. He's got his hand in a lot of different stuff, and that's what he was saying is diversification keeps you rolling, keeps things moving. So, let me see. We got Fate Trucking in the house, and he's always doing the boom. He's always got the here comes the boom, here comes the boom.
Ready or not.
Ready? Here come the boys from the south, something like that. Who's that? POD?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. POD.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There it is. Sterling said reefer in winter, step deck in summer. That's a good plan. I like that. I like it. I like it. Let's see. B. I'm scouting other states to move to. How's Tennessee treating you? So far, so good. Well, I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tennessee is. I mean, we're out in the country, and so that just fits like who we are. I'm like a small town guy, and so we're definitely in a small town. And you talk to the guys at the shop, and it's like they're just honest guys. And you talk to the guys at the truck stop or at the gas station, and they're just it's like a community. So I like that. That's how I like
love
to
that
roll.
there's like so many gas stations that have like they're known for like a burrito or tacos or hot dogs or something like food. Like food in gas station in California is like you stay away from it because you're probably gonna get sick. Here it's like my brother is a police officer and he's like you have to get tacos from this specific gas station and I'm like a gas station and he's like yes this gas station and I'm like you eat food from a gas station. He's like, it's not like California. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get used to that. It's so crazy. It's like, that's normal. That's how that, okay, a gas station.
Yeah.
But Parsons they have food.
They have a good kitchen. Yeah.
And it is, when you go at lunch, every dude that can take a lunch is their pickup is parked in that parking lot and they're going in and they're eating food. So,
yeah,
it's cool.
There you go. David said, I guess I meant along the coastal up through Tampa, storm surge wave, 12 to 20 foot major flooding. Yeah, we're definitely I'm staying out of the entire state of Florida and even Georgia and the Carolinas. It looks like right now that might be the way that it goes up. And I mean, hurricane or tropical storm or even, below that, if it's like 40 mile an hour sustained winds, I'm cool on that. Like, I don't want to be driving around in an empty trailer because, once you deliver a load down there, then you're stuck with an empty trailer trying to find a load out of a hurricane. So, yo soy Mr. Coach, what's going on? What is going on? I haven't popped into your channel in a while, man. Have you still been doing those lives? I haven't been on as often as I was. I'm just I'm not consuming YouTube as much as I used to. I'm just making YouTube, but let's see. All right, old school, new school said just got back from greasing the trailer, shower shortly, waiting on the ogre 13-year-old boy to get done with his shower. Those 13-year-old showers take a long time sometimes, man. It's just something. It always does. Jorge, any direct freight out there? Not yet, man, but not yet. We're not to say that that's definitely something I'm looking into. I'm an idea guy. So the problem is I end up with like 73 ideas and it's trying to figure out like, okay, which one is going to be the best for me. And so I kind of have learned to go slow through that process. Otherwise I go schizophrenic and I follow every idea I have. And that is bad because that wastes a lot of time and energy and kind of, distracts you from what you should be doing, which right now I need to just be running the truck and trying to keep one truck profitable right now. And that is definitely one of the next steps I need to take. And I'm not very good at prioritizing because sometimes my brain gets excited about things that should be way further down on the priority list. So, but that's why I've learned to slow down because I can't get excited about something that's like not a top priority. But that's what I do. If you just paid off your truck, strip it and sell it for parts. Yeah, Sterling, he's talking to the who was it that just said that that they paid off their truck? Oh yeah, Paul Thurston. Yeah, so he's talking to Paul. He said if you just paid off your truck, strip it and sell for parts because that's going to make you more money than the freight market right now. Parts are expensive and freight is cheap. Jerome Jones, what's going on, man? Big money. Let's see. John, hey, buddy, I sent you a message on your merch site. Did you get it? I don't know.
It says a couple weeks ago.
I may have. If it's one of those messages like through the website, like that itself, go grab a chair. I don't know why. Yeah.
You just go through puberty.
Yeah.
Puberty for a second.
Grab a chair. I'll scoot your cheek.
Slide a cheek.
We can both fit in the screen.
Do you have a beverage?
I do.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm drinking cherry Coke Zero. This is like pretty much one of my favorites. That, and zero sugar Dr. Pepper is actually really, 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 really good. Here we go. Fake Trucking, also a channel member. While I'm talking about channel memberships, I am going to do like a members only live probably either next weekend or the weekend after. We're going to start doing those monthly where only channel members are allowed in there. And then we're just going to hang out and do what we do here. But obviously there will be a lot more back and forth because it'll be a smaller number of people because I only have so many channel members and only so many of them are going to be available. So it'll just be more like a hangout session, and maybe I'll drop the link in and we can all jump into StreamYard together and kind of just hang out. That's kind of the idea that I had for having the channel membership. That's your like exclusive perk, along with getting the logo next to your name in the chat, and also you have a GIF or an emoji, and it's just it's what's it called? Fonzie. It's Fonzie going, hey, because that's kind of, I don't know. I think that's the origin of my my beginning of my videos when I say, hey, it's kind of like that. I don't know. Let's see. Fake Trucking. How does the guy look cool with a hanky in the back pocket? Just asking for a friend. Well, you gotta just fold it.
Well,
you gotta fold it just like such as the Iraq, and then let it dangle, and then it pretty much that's how you look cool with a hanky in the back pocket. Stay away from blue or red. Just suggestion. That's just kind of the way that I've gone about my life. I try to avoid gang violence at all turns. So Kids Trucking, yo, what up? Why did you move out of Cali? A little bit of everything. Any reason that anyone's told you that they've moved out of California or that they want to move out of California, all of that played a small part in what we wanted to do. So yeah, we're loving Tennessee though. Let's see. I don't see last week breakdown. I just put it out like yesterday, so it was a little late, but I put it out yesterday.
You must have the gun in the scene. Is that or the scene?
Yes. Do you?
Okay. No. Okay. I just meant
that, and there's more crap down there that I was trying to hide.
We're real people that live in a house, so I don't care. I mean, this isn't like a studio. You have your ring light.
Why do you have to make fun of my ring light? It's fun. It's like a $10
I have an audience where I'm just going to make fun of you. It's awesome.
That's why you like to go on these lives, huh?
That's why people really
Once Jessica gets on, it's going to go from however many people are in here now, it's going to go up to like 200 because she's hanging out and she's just ribbing me nonstop. Ryan Peterson, like this up, share this out, help Nick get some subs for his channel. Thanks, Ryan. I concur. Let's see what Tommy has to say. You talked about having more than one reefer. If you get direct customers, would you drop a trailer with them? Yeah. I got a friend who just he got a second trailer out in California. It's a dry van, but he's like, man, I was gonna hire a driver for my other truck, for my old truck, but I'm making probably just as much as I would with a driver, and all I'm doing is dropping this trailer at different, drop trailer loads, and he's digging it. He's making decent money just using it as a drop trailer. So let's see. Let's see. Sterling said, if you kids get some time in Nashville, check out Third Man Records and Lane Auto Museum. Yeah, we went there and we really were there for like 12 hours total, give or take. So
really, it was more about just being alone.
Yeah, we just went to dinner and then we stayed at the hotel. And it wasn't anything Like we didn't like really spend a lot of time there. So
What a cool room.
no, it was a cool room. I put the pictures that we took from the window in front of the window in the room. So
I know, because the view was really, really pretty.
Let's see. Our Tennessee loves his drive, though. You know anything about that? I head Tennessee loves has drive-through. Now I get it. I heard Tennessee loves has drive-through. Know anything about that? Yeah. That's affirmative, man. Just aim for the plywood where they boarded it up from the previous guy. And yeah,
twice.
Let's see. Ken said, I know that. Just want to know why. I can't stand Cali. Yeah, man. You were answering the other guy who said Cali's terrible. I get it. All right. I'm already way behind.
When you guys try to have a conversation within the conversation, it really throws Nick off.
really messes
He's like,
me
wait,
up.
Did I say that? Oh, no. Someone else said that.
I'm going to try and scroll through these a little bit more. So if you really want your comment to be read, maybe like drop it a couple times if I skip over it. And if I skip over it, like every time you do it, it's probably because it's not interesting. Just saying.
Or put Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica will read everything that says Jessica on it. Just saying. So what's up? Go check yourself. Another channel member, Joe Gampa in the house. And Yo Soy Mr. Coach said he hasn't gone live since June. Thanks for mentioning it. I wasn't trying to bust you out. I was just saying I enjoyed those lives, even though I couldn't understand most of it until once you guys found out I was in there. They're like, oh, hey, hold on, most of us can speak English, so let's just switch to English.
Oh, is it only in Spanish?
So that they're like we can speak English since Velox is here. I'm like, yeah, you speak way more better English than I can speak Spanish. I know like 17 words in Spanish. I can't even.
You can order in Spanish.
Un taco de asada, no cilantro.
You tell them you don't want onions on your burger, and there you go.
No cebolla. I'm down with food. I can do food. I'm down with food. Let's see. Yeah. Get the boss to look for you since you babble a lot. Really? Yeah, that's kind of just do as your wife says and you'll be fine. There we go. Always pray that you're accounted worthy. Jesus saves. Amen. Oh, hold on, Christopher. I drove in many hurricanes in the past.
Good for you. Oh, I'm glad you're here to live to tell the story.
Yeah,
tell the tale.
I feel like
I'm scared. I'm a wimp.
I'm not like you're scared.
Don't lie.
I'm not scared. I don't want to get blown over.
I'm not scared. I just don't want to die.
I just don't want to get blown over. I don't think I'm going to die. But
if you get blown over, you might die.
It's possible.
You were going to say it's possible. You were. But you know that guy's in here that you don't want to.
No, it's because once I start going down the Espanol route, there's no telling where it takes us. Es posible.
Not very far.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Jorge says, it's been harsh out here in Cali with my direct customers. For all us carriers, only getting one load a day compared to the 5 we would get before. That sucks, man. That sucks. Sam West, I'll be delivering in Orlando in the morning, so go check yourselves down there in Orlando. Hey, so here's the thing. I actually was looking at loads and I was waiting to see if they were going to put some money on some loads, and I was like, I could race a hurricane for like $5,000. I'll race a hurricane, but it's like it pays like $3 a mile just to go to Orlando, and I'm like, I got a deadhead out, and I'm like, why am I going to do that when there's a hurricane coming? Like, if it was worth it, maybe I'd do it, but it doesn't seem worth it. Haboonster said, I ordered the Velox 18 hat and hoodie yesterday for upcoming winter. Nice.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
Let's see. All right. Oh, we missed another super chat. My bad. Yeah, Christopher said, give your boss your chair. I should have, but she actually got.
I have a better chair.
She got the better chair. I'm on like a little folding chair.
Oh, Adam Bennett's a new member. Welcome.
There we go, Mr. Adam Bennett.
Babat 5150. Babat. Some of your guys' names are so hard for me sometimes.
That's oh, I forget his first name, but that's homeboy from Marietta. That
Georgia or Marietta, California?
No, Marietta, California, where we met and fell in love.
That's not where we met and fell in love.
That's where. That's where the.
Where we met and fell in love.
That's
was
where
at
the,
your house.
That's where the spark.
No.
Caught on the kindling.
What about our walking slow?
Yeah, no, that was when you were booty bumping me with your big old hips. I was like, dang, homegirl.
Did you just say with your big old hips?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, goodbye, everybody. You're so rude.
Oh, you know.
All right. My time will come. There'll be another opportunity for me to say something.
Look at way more better. See, I can't even speak English. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let alone learn a second language.
All right. U-turn 559 says Velox bought me a 2015 389 a couple months ago. Still a company driver. Following your steps by Celia. Dang, bro, you bought it and you're still a company driver. That's awesome. You're just kind of going.
Cash is king.
Look at there you go. Tommy said, "You know burrito. That's Spanish." Yep, pretty much.
That's a very important word, though.
Oh my gosh, look at this. You know, Mr. Coach said just needed to focus on 2 of our kids going to college at the same time. Super overwhelmed. Yeah, we have one, and it's been an adjustment, like huge, gigantic. I mean, massive.
Yeah, I'm like a raw nerve. We moved. Nick's dad passed away, and Miles went to college, and Gus started kindergarten.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking me, just say a little prayer for my mom heart and my brain.
There you go. Cash is King channel member in the house. Hey now.
Hey now.
Do it. All of you. Once
You're the
there.
one that sings, not me.
There you go. Chuck Rose said, pull under the overpass during hurricanes. There you go. There you go. You need to put idle only switch on your reefer. You'll use a lot less fuel. I mean, it basically, I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, but it basically just idles when it's on continuous at, you know, like doing like a 38-degree load or something. It never has to rev up really. Let's see. Have you checked the DAT board? I have this afternoon. My trailer's still in the shop, which is why I'm still at home. But they were working on it this afternoon, so I was kind of like, all right.
Oh, did they call you?
No, I talked to them earlier, and they were working on it.
Yeah, but they haven't called you.
They didn't call me, so I guess it's not done yet. So I'm gonna have to check with them in the morning and see about it. But yeah. So that's I was on the DAT board though, kind of looking for tomorrow. Like, all right, now I know they're at least working on it, which means it should be done, shortly. So there you go. Christopher said, yeah, at the time I lived in Florida and some loads were FEMA loads. Yeah, we'll see about the FEMA loads. I mean, I've just heard horror stories about getting stuck on FEMA loads too.
Yeah, because they're not. It's like it's its own thing, and there's no rules. Basically,
well,
right.
because
it's an emergency.
Yeah, they just
they
just hold you for a long time.
It's like, okay, well, you have to do this because all these unforeseen things happen. Oh, Roll Tide, Alabama. So many Alabama fans in Tennessee.
Yeah,
wow,
that is true.
Banners, stickers, we're in a little podunk town outside of a city, and I see the previous owner came over last couple weeks ago and brought us honey because he keeps bees. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And he was wearing an Alabama hat, and I was like, Alabama? He's all, yep. And then he started telling me it was about his daughter, and I said, my son goes to Ole Miss. He goes, oh, that's okay.
So he
that's okay.
Took a load from Mobile to Vallejo, trying to find something to get you back. Yeah, man, that's kind of you're supposed to make money going east from California, but that hasn't been the way that I've been seeing it happen. So shh about the hips. Mm-hmm. I'm getting told. Mm-hmm. Check this one out. The rates on the loads for this hurricane is still too cheap. I parked the truck and hopefully it doesn't flip over. Yeah, if I was down there, I think I might just grab a load just to, hey, let's just get out and go.
Where is he at? Do you know where he's at?
It sounds like he's in Florida if he's worried about the truck flipping over.
Well, no, I know that, but I didn't know if you happen to know him more than just and like knew where he was exactly.
Fate Trucking is saying, please don't say cash is king again. So I have to skip over his comments.
Fart.
They do always fart in my comment section. You guys stinking the place up. All right, TW.
Fight. Oh my gosh.
Queensland, Australia. I almost said Austria. I'm sorry. It's not because I'm confused about where those two places are.
I almost visited, or not visited. Well, I guess it would have been a visit, but I almost did a semester in Australia, but it would have been in Canberra.
I don't remember.
I think that's where it would have been the campus. Am I saying that right? Canberra? I think that's how you say it. Anyways,
I have no clue.
I was gonna go there, and then I decided not to. And then that next semester, this guy showed up.
So probably a good thing you didn't go to Australia.
So I blame him for everything.
Other boys, you'd be sitting next to a guy talking like this.
Okay.
My Australian accent is as bad as my Spanish. Okay. Cash said he's starting an unsubscribe from Fake Trucking Movement. Anyone want to join me? Let's see. Yeah, Adam Bennett said, please block Fake Trucking. All right. Once again, prize goes to the highest bidder. So keep the money pouring in, and we will. Cash made me a cashier member yesterday. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, Chuck said female loads pay really good, just a little slow paying. That's what I've heard. The pay is slow, and I've heard that that you just get sat out. Like there's like we'll unload you whenever we need the stuff that's on your truck, and you just.
It is what it is. It just sucks.
But Christopher said yes. Jessica is correct about doing female loads. So
I know things.
You know lots of things, but that's not till next week. So I gotta do something in the meantime because
whoosh, get to work.
Pretty much. Well, according to a lot of people, you need to learn how to dispatch so that I won't have to do it.
Can you guys stop? Why doesn't your wife learn to dispatch? Because there's no way it could actually work for me to do that. It couldn't. I would have to take over things that Nick does, that he has to keep doing. That
I don't really want to give up.
Yes.
And like imagine if I was like talking with someone who has a connection with the load, and they're like, hey, if you can get over here, I can get this load to get you over here and over here. And then I have to call her and say, hey, get on the load board, look for me for a load that goes over here, but it's got to deliver by this time. And if it doesn't deliver by that time, then maybe I can go over here.
Add more steps and headache and chaos to the thing. So I understand why people ask that, but the way that it works is, and also like I do a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. But I mean, I'm sorry. Well, you're very
stable.
Just state of the art.
Fate Trucking's goatee is back. This is really funny.
What?
Hold on. I wanted to say this, though. Murilo Calderaro, never miss a video. Keep rolling the music, bro. Greetings from Brazil. You want to hear me really butcher a language? Have me try to speak Portuguese. It will not.
I grew up around a lot of Portuguese, and they are just, it's hard. It's difficult.
I have too much of like the Spanish influence and the Hispanic, like Mexican Spanish, which is different than like Spanish, and then you have Portuguese, which is like closer to like the Spanish, but then you have like the Brazilian Portuguese, which is totally different from the Portuguese. So, and I can't speak any of them.
Well, and you have like people's grandmas who are from like the Azores, and then you have people who have only lived in America, and they have like the slang version of Portuguese. Anyways, I went to high school with a bunch of kids that were Portuguese, and so it just, I was just like,
what do they weigh?
Okay, is that what that says?
I think so.
Did you have to yell it in my face?
That's if you put "way" at the end of anything, you have to yell it. That's what. That's exclamation. Yeah. No, that is how. If you're saying "way" at the end of it, it's an emphasis. You have to yell it. Mm-hmm. Jessica, please dispatch. And then Go Truck Yourself said, "I would never let someone else dispatch me, not even my own wife." Why did you hit me?
Why? You know I hate
All right, there we go. Someone please tell Fate Trucking get a breath mint. He's killing me down here.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah.
Fate Trucking.
I thought you were gonna.
This one, John Elliott. How did Gus do after scaring himself with the air horn?
Oh, he loves the truck. He was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as they pull in the driveway and the truck's home, he just walks up to it and he's like, "Okay, so who's gonna let me in my truck? Because I can't."
Well, because his thing right now is that I unbuckle him from his seat, and once I come home pick him up from school, and he climbs over both rows and he wants to go out the back of the car, and it's not a big deal, so I let him do it, and he thinks it's so fun, and so he does it. I open it up and he hops out, whatever. Well, we turned in the driveway and he was like, "Daddy's home, Daddy's truck, my truck," and he immediately, he like went in. Oh no, you were outside. Yeah, you were outside burning and had a million out and stuff. So he was like, he looked for you because he couldn't see you out by where the burn pile was. And then I was like, "Dad's right there," and he was like, "Yeah." He loves it.
All right. Let's see. When you get 5 trucks, then it'll be good for her to dispatch. No, then I'm going to dispatch. I'm going to be dispatching.
Nick's going to get out of the truck and dispatch people.
Yeah. And
let's be real, like.
Oh, look at the heart. Arvinder said, "Hello, Nick. Want to give feedback on the PDI intake. It gave me 0.4 miles per gallon. Truck runs smoother also." So he got the PDI. And did you just get the intake, or did you get like the twin turbo setup and like the other exhaust manifold? Because and then what about the tuner? Did you get the tuner too? I forget. I remember like talking about it, but I don't remember if you're going to go like with their whole package or just with the intake. Because if it's just the intake and you get almost a half mile per gallon, that's pretty awesome. Gus, Mom, Dad, where are you? Hey, we're back here in the office, buddy. Mom, Dad, where are you?
It wasn't Mom, Dad. It was Dad. Gus,
no, he said Mom. He said, "Mom, Dad, where are you?"
Gus, we're back here, buddy. You looking for Dad?
Oh. Yeah. Can you try to find dedicated loads, something that brings you home every night so you can enjoy your family? Yeah, that would be nice.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. But there's a lot of other things that I want to do with my life too. I'm just now kind of like trying to narrow down, like, do I want to like buy more trucks and have a fleet? Because
Mom, Dad, come on.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. Oh, is it YouTube? Say hi, YouTube. Oh. You want to say hi to YouTube? Here, you can sit with me. Oh. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Aww. How's it going? You doing good? Did you eat all of your dinner? Are you all done with your mac and cheese?
No, it's good.
Oh, he wants to turn that off.
No, we're not going to turn it off, please.
It's so dark in here.
It's
so spooky. We're watching lots of Halloween videos because Halloween's coming up.
Let's see. All right. Jessica, if you take over, we wouldn't have to listen to his babbling. You're the boss, so he goes where you tell him to go. That's dispatching.
He would still babble. So I don't know that if you guys don't get it by now, that there's not a way to permanently stop that.
My son was like, "Hey, can we talk?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. Do you want to call me?" And then he was like, "Actually, text would work better." I'm like, "Bro, you know me. Like these kind of talks."
Say bye, Daddy.
These kind of talks, I can't text like 73 pages worth of my thoughts. So we have to just have a verbal conversation so that I can. Gus, can you not run around in circles?
Hey, Gus, you turn. Oh no, there's boxes over there from when Mommy and Luke. Go play with Maggie.
Come on, Gus.
Hey, do you want a popsicle?
Yeah, you can go get a popsicle.
Go ahead, Maggie. I'll get you a popsicle.
Thanks, Mags.
Thanks, baby. Oh, here. Maggie said, out.
Maggie came in to save the day because Gus was trying to run circles in this room that is kind of cluttered, and he was going to try and knock over the light and the computer and stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm being a dad. But
you're going to apologize.
Fate Trucking's goatee wants me to take Fate's wrench, and then Fate Trucking said, "I'll cut you off." So we got some stuff. So Marilla said, "That's right. Portuguese is a very difficult language, even for most of our fellows here." Yeah, I bet. Richard Rapp's in the house. Let's see. Nate climbs out the back of the truck too. Hope you guys are doing well. So his son has autism as well, and so
he has.
I know I've told you about like a bunch of different subscribers, so it's hard for me to keep track.
And you're like, him,
and
I'm like,
and I can't remember his because Bubba T 5150 is not his.
It's never their name.
Well, I know, but he has another name on Instagram.
What I love
and that's
is
where I was
they have names like that, and then we have like Adam Bennett. It's like their first and last name.
Yeah.
John Smith.
Yeah.
And then we have like something we have to like sound out and make sure we're saying right. There's no in between.
Hey, just joining in. Don't you miss the taco trucks and food from Cali?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My sister sends me pictures every time she gets Elvia's in Turlock, and it is so rude.
I've found a few Mexican spots that I can eat that aren't bad, but I haven't found like a burrito place yet where I'm like, yeah, this is bomb.
Nope.
So, but she doesn't even like to try it. She's like anti.
I did try it, and it's.
But
fine.
I had to like drag you to try the two places you've tried.
Dragging.
We've tried 3 places, 1 truck and 2 restaurants.
The truck I liked best, and it was still mediocre.
It was pretty good. There are copperheads out here. Harbinger said just the intake, no tuner yet. So 0.5 mile per gallon with just the intake. That's crazy.
What is he talking about? I'm sorry.
He's talking about a PDI intake. So it's basically just where the air goes into your engine. And what they do is they just create like a smoother area for the air to travel. So like it's more efficient. So you have like the same like amount of air going in technically, or you have more air going in, but it's just because it's moving faster to get in there. So it like creates a better, more efficient engine.
Okay.
It's like what anyway, long story.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
Yep. Let's see. Bill Little said, really enjoy your vlogs. Just Chucky gave you a shout out on his channel the other day. You know what? I heard that. I went and I gave him some love for that because I appreciate that. Him and his like 170 something thousand subscribers. So I was like, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, I'll take whatever shout outs I can get. And I've shouted him out a bunch of times, not like for any other reason than he's one of the guys I watched when I was looking to get my own authority, because I was like, all right, like I need to kind of figure this thing out. So he was one of the guys where I'm like, I think I could do that. I think like, I knew he was in a different market than what I would be. But yeah, then right after I subscribed to his channel like took off, and I was like, wow, this guy's got, and then I was like, well, he's making real money on YouTube. That's crazy. Let's see. The kids liking the new house. Yeah. We have a set of really steep stairs. So Jessica and I are a little like worried that they're getting a little too comfortable, because we're like, at some point someone's going to like trip down those stairs and it's going to hurt. But to this point, no one's actually fallen coming down the stairs.
Lucy has not fallen, which is a miracle.
It is.
In the way of fishes and loaves, because that girl falls standing still on flat ground. So I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Any advice on dealing with the older generation people in the industry when it comes to negotiations for direct freight? Honestly, man, like if you're just honest, I mean, that's just that to me, that's the main thing. If you're honest with people, then at the very least, they'll respect that and be like, all right, well, shoot, let's give this guy a shot. But if if they're not going to like you because your age, or because, like whatever, if they make assumptions about you because of like all that stuff, like, I don't know, there's just nothing much you can do, but except prove that, you're a worthwhile chance for them to take, to give you some work. That's kind of my strategy, is like, just try to be a good person.
Be yourself.
Yeah, just like, I mean, just it's kind of simple, but at the same time, it's like if you're just yourself and you just talk to people with respect and you know give them respect and you know, I don't know, just communicate. That would be my expectations. Yeah, we moved to Tennessee, so we're not in Turlock no more. So we don't have any more Turlock burritos. Yeah, Daryl said never be sorry for being a dad. I'm not sorry for being a dad. I was just he was distracting me and it's hard, you know, for him for me to like tell him to stop doing something that's really not that bad, but at the same time it's like,
why does someone get hurt and he doesn't need to climb in?
Yeah, and I really do have a very precarious setup for my computer right here. That's what Jessica kept mentioning when she came in. She's like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, a little bit. K-Whopper Kid said, well, with my X15, I'm averaging 6.2 with spread axle reefer, PDI intake, fleet air filters, Pittsburgh tune, which took the def usage way down. See, I got to get in on that because I'm doing like 5.8, and it's just, I know I can get way better because I actually got 6 for a while, and then it went back down. So, let's see. What's up, Nick? The wife and Gus make the videos far better than seeing your mug every day. Yeah, Doug, 100%. 100%. Do you have any interest in running a skateboard, John? I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it.
What kind of truck is that?
A flatbed. They call it a skateboard.
Oh.
Trucker slang.
Why?
Chuck,
I never heard that. That's weird.
Yeah, Chuck said I miss good old street tacos from California. Can't find good food truck east of Texas. Yeah. Yep. Look at this. Big Rig CEO said, home on Tuesday. Love your channel. Yeah, the trailer's in the shop, man. Trailer's in the shop. So we're waiting to see if we can get it taken care of. So so Mr. Coach said, good seeing you live. Time for to go to sleep. Hey, have a good night. Have a good sleep. It's
English is hard too.
It's early. All of the languages are hard.
All of the speak is hard.
Richard Rapp said, is it worth being an owner operator in this market? Yup, into our opinion. I don't know what that means, but is it worth being an owner operator in this market? I mean, I'll be honest. I wish I was leased on sometimes, because if you're leased onto a carrier that has freight connections, that has, already has either broker relationships or, even better would be direct freight. If they have direct freight and you get to get 80% of it, and they get their 20% for being leased on, but you get 80% of their connection that they already have because they're the carrier, then that's a good situation. Now, if you're just like leased on to like a homeboy and he's just running stuff off the load boards, maybe it's not as beneficial because I can just run off the load boards and then I get 100%. But if you're leased on to like a legit carrier that has connections in the market that you live, then I think I'd rather be leased on. I think that everyone at some point is going to be affected by this economy, though. And it's kind of like everything when the economy goes down, like everything, like there's some like recession resistant industries and stuff, but you can't get away from it. Like you can't like completely insulate yourself from the economy. Like a bad economy is a bad economy, and like money's just not moving as freely as it was. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think that no matter what you're doing, like you could think, oh, well, I'm just going to go haul fuel and it'll be awesome, be a company driver, and I'll make $100,000 a year. Except then the fuel drivers, like I've talked to fuel drivers when things got slow during COVID, and it was like, they were dying. It was terrible. And, so it's like, yeah, I think no matter what, like when the economy contracts, that's just everyone hurts a little bit. So it's just a matter of trying to work your butt off. And no matter if you're an owner operator, company driver, or leased on, you're gonna have to work your butt off. But there are times when I'm like, the load boards suck and I wish I just had some connections. And if I didn't have connections, I wish I was leased on to a carrier that had connections and I could just drive the truck because all the other stuff gets old. So Krista Simph in the house. So happy to see the missus. Hope you're enjoying some time at home. You look happy there. Love your cute family. Thank you. And I am happy here. Just the bank account isn't happy. That's usually how it goes. Go Truck Yourself said, advice for direct freight negotiation is don't get discouraged when you hear no 9 times because the 10th phone call might be a yes. I mean, that's just kind of outside sales in general or business to business sales in general is like, you gotta, I mean, that's what Paul, right? Who is partners with DIY in his brokerage and stuff. That's what they say. It's like, it's about building relationships right now, especially in a market like this. You're just going to be available to them and always, stay in their mind too. Like even if the first 9 tell 9 times, you just say, well, can I come back in 3 months and see how you guys are doing? See if you guys, have any. And a lot of times when you do that and you ask them permission and say, hey, you guys don't need anything, need any help moving your freight right now. Can I check back with you guys in 3 months or 6 months? And usually people say, yeah, just check back with us. Because they're just like, whatever, like this guy's not asking if he can come back next week and bug us again. He's asking for a reasonable amount of time to come back. And sure, why not? He seems like a nice enough guy. And that's kind of a good little method there to get that comebacker. What's up, Velox? Hope everyone's doing well. We're doing well, man. Let's see. Salvador the trucker said, clean the DEF filter and drain the tank. Also, stop using DEF from the pump and bet you will get 6.5 on your Cummins. Does DEF from the pump get you worse fuel mileage? I've never heard that. Nomadic Brit is in the house. What's going on?
What up?
What is going on? Big Rig CEO said, good power only opportunities in the Midwest if your trailer is down for a bit. Yeah, I was actually looking at some trailer moves that were going from Tennessee to Pennsylvania, so like 650 miles. And I actually had one. Convoy gave it to me for $2,500 for the empty trailer move. And then, it's a loadout, so you can put a load in it. So I was like, dude, I could get like $4,000 just to take this trailer over there to Pennsylvania, and then I can bobtail back. But I missed. They awarded me the load, but I didn't have my phone in my hand. And then you have like 15 minutes to respond. And so once I responded, I didn't get it. So I was like, bummer, man. Because that could have kept me busy, it would have been today, tomorrow, and then probably back on Thursday. Yeah. As the bigger CEO said, I have some excellent brokers in the Midwest. I can help you make some connections. Nice. Hook them up. I've got some people too that are looking out for me that it's just a matter of really, I have a lot of people who have loads that can get back to Tennessee. It's a matter of trying to get good paying freight to go to those places. Because a lot of the places that have good paying freight to Tennessee, there's no good loads from Tennessee to get there because that's kind of the way that trucking works. You have to triangulate to get where you want to go because the good paying freight that comes from Wisconsin down to Tennessee, everyone's trying to get back to Wisconsin so they can get good paying freight. So they're going back for $1.50 a mile because if they're getting $5 a mile to come out or $4.50 a mile to come out, then they can do $1.50 back and they're still making profit. But me, on the other hand, I'm like not getting $4.50 coming down because I don't have direct freight. I just got broker freight. That's good, but it's not like it can't absorb $1.50 a mile to get there. And then anyway, so here you go. It's proven much harder to get more direct freight outside of my 3 customers that I have. I believe it's my age, been 25, and the assets my company owns. They don't believe that I'm capable of managing. Yeah, dude, I would imagine being 25 is tough in this industry because everyone just assumes you don't know what you're doing. It's the curse of being young. But
I think we finally aged out of that.
Yeah, no, definitely did. Like people assume I know more than I know now, and I'm like, I have no clue what I'm doing.
As long as you're with them and come back in. Thanks, sir.
Let's see. Can you lease your truck to a company? Yeah, I mean, I could pause my authority and lease my truck on, and that's an option. To be honest, Let's see. Got an offer on a house in Manchester. Might be moving from Illinois. I've dedicated freight from Chicago to Chattanooga daily. The customer don't mind factoring. I don't mind hooking you up with the contact. John, I wouldn't mind receiving the hookup. And dude, we'll be neighbors. Manchester is only like 25 minutes away.
Oh, fun. From Illinois.
Yup. There you go. Go lease on to Swift. You'll be the safest driver in their fleet. Hey man. Swift, I almost got a Swift load like yesterday. They got some ice cream that comes out of Lebanon, Tennessee, right there.
Lebanon,
and we're back to like cooler weather, so I'm not intimidated by taking ice cream because the reefer will get down to temperature no problem if it's like 40 degrees in the morning. But when it's like 80 degrees in the morning, I don't really want to try that.
It was 40 this morning.
So, is there a certain time of day you post videos on YouTube? I've been experimenting, but can't get it figured out.
In the morning. Usually.
I try to do them in the morning, but actually it's basically anytime Pacific time. And this is from like experienced YouTubers. They say anytime between like 7 and like 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. Because, I mean, you figure 7 Pacific is 10 Eastern, and then like 4 or 5 Pacific is like, 7 or 8 Eastern. So you're posting it when there's a lot of people awake and on their devices and watching YouTube and all of that. So anytime during the day, I tend to try to aim for the morning, because if I can get that first like 12 hours to get a lot of people watching the video, then it helps the algorithm kind of put it in front of more people. If it's a decent video and people are watching it and people are interacting with it, then that tells YouTube, hey, we'll put this in front of this person that's not even subscribed to this channel and see if they want to watch it. I mean, most of you got this one of my videos pushed onto your feed, even though you hadn't subscribed to me yet, and you were just like, "Who's this knucklehead?" And you clicked on it, and now the rest is history. Let's see. You should get a Freightliner. ET Transport has a YouTube channel. They're getting 8.5 miles per gallon average on their fleet of Freightliners. Trucking is about the bottom line, not the look of the truck. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm good. I'm good, man. Like, if I can't make money in a Peterbilt, then I'll sell the Peterbilt and I'll do something else, or I'll buy 17 Freightliners. But as for now, I'm gonna.
Oh, I thought John Perrin said something about strippers, but it's trippers.
Round trippers.
I was like,
I said,
what now?
Yeah, so it's Chattanooga and back up. Round trippers.
Round trippers. But
that may be what gets me in trouble, just because sometimes those round trips, I end up, it's like, then you're like, how do I get home? Do I have to take another run? And then how long do I get it home after I go there? All that stuff. But Nova Life Trucking said, what's wrong with the trailer? Brakes and an S-cam. It should have. It was like they said, like, well, you could probably run it still, but it was the bushing on it was like, blown out. It was really like kind of wobbly and loose when they were shaking it, and I'm like, dude, just do it. We're not gonna run with like it might be okay kind of brake system. Like, that's nope, not into it. Let's see. How often do you change your intake pressure sensor? That will get carbon on it and fuel mileage will go down. I change mine every other oil change. They are only $25 on eBay. Go track yourself. I haven't changed it once. So, intake pressure sensor. Buy that on eBay. Dispatcher. She flipped me off.
I did not.
You did.
There's no evidence. So it's your word against mine.
The bar out of Chicago to Chattanooga and plate or coil wire rod back.
What happened? You're right.
So you're doing flatbed. Now I'm catching on.
Go check yourself. That's funny.
Yeah, I own 2 trucks, 16 sets of doubles, and I have 6 haulers working for me. Dang, bro, at 25, you're balling. I like it. It's like the guys that own the shop that I have the trailer at. They're 31 and 24. I'm like, dude, you guys are doing things. I like it. All you young bucks. Go Truck Yourself said, I hauled a Swift trailer the other day. All I could think the whole time as I was driving was everyone else is probably looking at me saying, this guy can drive.
Bristol.
Yeah, Box Tang 40. I like Tennessee myself, man. It is honestly like everyone said the humidity was gonna like kill us and stuff, but I'll be honest, when it was 115 all over California and we were over here in like 82 degrees, we were happy.
Oh, and today it's just this
That's
last
perfect.
week has been beautiful. Beautiful. I'm like, yes to this weather. Yes.
It was like 72 degrees with a little
And
little
fall
breeze.
is the best here. I mean, that's what everyone's like, wait till the fall. Wait till the fall. It's my favorite.
Do they
It's the
whisper?
best.
Do they whisper it?
They do it just
Wait
like
till
that.
the fall.
I'm gonna hit you again. I had to look where Bristol is, but it's above Johnson City.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's up there.
It's almost in Kentucky. Or wait.
No, Virginia.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
Because that's where Bristol Motor Speedway is, right? Is that the same Bristol? Am I thinking the right thing?
I don't know what that is.
You should get up Church or Big Smo to do your intro. Why do
Tell me, try again. Please
Or-
help us. Or we don't know.
I think I might not know who Upchurch or Big Smo is. Doesn't that, if you read it like those are names, you should
They're
get
rappers.
Upchurch or Big Smo to do your intro.
They're rappers. Lil. No one seems Lil though.
Lil Upchurch.
Lil.
Okay.
Help us, Tommy. Help us.
Yeah.
Help me help you.
Go Truck Yourself said I should change that intake.
Immediately.
I'll have my contact info and the message I sent on the merch site. If you want to explore Flatbed, just hit me up and I'll throw the contact away. It's direct customer, no broker freight. Nice. And will you teach me how to secure the loads as well?
It's like an art form.
Yeah, it is. Some of them. Like when I see some guys that haul like some like
When
super
you see
trucker
it
Dan,
done, like it's like their truck is immaculate and their load is like pristine.
Yeah.
Like everything's like clean and tucked and tied and pulled and all the things. And I'm like, they're singers. See, rappers. I was really close.
Yeah. Leslie Viva said, I drive a Volvo VNL 870 and barely get 6.3 miles per gallon. What kind of trailer are you pulling? And why are you only getting 6.3? I feel like that defeats the purpose of having a ugly truck, right?
Yeah, Bristol.
Marvin said, can you tell us more about the Bit Air Scale? Do you recommend it? So far, I do. I like, so you have to calibrate it and then you have to be on level ground because like, you don't want it to throw off the air pressure on your air system. But I like that I knew that I was off and then I could scale it and kind of figure out where I was off and then, recalibrate it and so I liked it. The only thing is that it's Bluetooth to my phone, but it doesn't quite reach the back tandems. So I just like open up the app and then I walk back to the back of the trailer to close the doors and stuff. And then usually it'll connect by the time I close the doors and seal it up and everything. And then I just kind of look and then slide them around. And then I walk back there and let it update. So it kind of takes a little bit of time, but I've heard there's an extension, like you put the sensor back there, but then you run like some sort of an extension so that it basically gets it closer to your phone, so that way you can read it on your phone without leaving the cab. So you can have your axle weights while you're sitting in your cab and you don't have to get out like I do. But yeah, so far I like them. Go Truck Yourself said my Cummins average each quarter on IFTA is between 8.8 and 9.2. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Where is Go Truck Yourself at?
Do
you know?
I feel like he was in California somewhere, I think.
Oh, okay.
Right? Go Truck Yourself. Am I mixing you up?
Where are you at?
I feel like,
bruh.
I want to say I'm probably wrong anyway. So I feel like he was up in like Sacramento or something, or no, maybe I'm mixing him up with someone else. Maybe I don't know. Where are you from, bro? Charlie Mike 104 says safe travels. Keep up the great videos. And I forgot to mention what a beautiful family you have. Have a great night. Thank you. And it helps having eye candy on the right arm.
Easy.
And Tommy said they are singers. That is
yeah. It's not rocket science. Just do it like your family is next to you.
I think I'd put too many straps on. I'd be like, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna use every strap I have.
Just duct tape it. Just
Nelson Joggins said, any tips finding a local job with no experience? Yeah, go in and talk to him, man.
Florida. He's in Florida. I run southeast with Justin.
Go check yourself. I don't know why I was thinking you were
so where are you at? I mean, you don't have to like.
Look at and then Plays on Freeway is like he's from Florida. Come on. Come on.
Are you near any of the stuff? Like, I don't know what I'm saying.
The hurricane.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't think of what that is, but does your wife ever ride with you? No. I was telling him today, I was like, we should get the truck washed. Where's Kirk? And then grab lunch. I was like, because I don't think I've driven in the truck with you. Like, at all.
We'll go cruise tomorrow while the kids are at school. And we'll go pick up my trailer if it's done.
On the 4-lane?
Go down the 4-lane.
4-lane?
Although I need you to pick me up. So we can't.
Wait, you need me to pick you up?
Well, because I'm going to park it down at Parsley's, and then I'll need to. We're gonna need a ride home.
All right.
Let's see. Go check yourself. Say Cocoa Beach, Florida. Hurricane is heading right across the state towards my house. So you're on the East Coast though, so you'll get like hit, but it's not going to be the crazy direct hit. But they are saying the East Coast is even going to get a little bit of storm surge just because the storm's so big. It's gonna.
Is that where you like have been from? Like hurricanes are like normal for you? Not normal. Yeah, normal for you. Like you know what to do and you don't freak out or anything, or is it like you're nervous? What do you say? I get to live in Orlando in the morning and get home before it gets too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For real though.
Well, and if you're from there, then you're used to that weather, at least. Like I was saying, I didn't know if you were like born and raised there or lived there for a lot of years to where like this is just like part of the deal.
Yeah, someone was saying like, oh yeah, people in Florida, they're like, oh, whatever.
Put floaties on and just figure it out.
We'll write it out. In fact, I talked to a guy from Blue Grace Logistics today. He was calling me to see if I was up in Ohio. And I was like,
13 years.
And I was like, dude, so you're up in, I was like, so you're, where are you guys at? And he's like, oh, we're right in Tampa Bay, man. And I was like, dude, what the heck? Like, I was like, you guys are working today? And he's like, yeah, we're just going to hunker down. I'm like, all right.
I feel like hurricanes and tornadoes are terrifying. My girls, they're in 7th and 8th grade, and their friends are like, yeah, but doesn't California have earthquakes? And I'm like, it's like there's hurricane and tornado season. There's a time of year where you're definitely going to get a hurricane or a tornado. And so it's like, to me, that's way scarier. It's like earthquakes can happen, but you got to be right there for it to like be an issue for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've sat in my living room and been like, was that an earthquake? Did you feel that? And be like, oh, weird. Like in my whole life, and I've lived in the same area, I've never like experienced. I went to Mexico, and that's the gnarliest earthquake I ever experienced. My grandma and grandpa lived in Mexico for a long time. They owned a house and stuff, and they were redoing their house, and I was up on the second floor. My grandparents were in their room, and I was in another room, but it was like an open floor plan. And I was on a cot, and I waking up to like going across the floor. I was like, ah! And that was the most intense earthquake I'd ever been in at all. And it was in Mexico. It wasn't even California.
That's funny.
But,
Mark,
yeah.
got to go as start at midnight and have to be in Chicago for 3 a.m. Later's Nick,
See
Jessica,
ya.
and chat. Yeah.
Safe travels.
Sissy Lala.
Sissy.
Lightweight.
Going to Chi-Town?
Lightweight. Is that what he always calls me? Lightweight. Nick, you yeah, that's what he says.
He's always teasing
Mark,
me.
you lightweight. Gotta go to bed. Lightweight.
I prefer earthquakes. Yeah. Yes. Because you hardly get them. Who
Yeah.
goes there?
Gussie Bear.
Hi, buddy.
Tommy said in a tornado, I'm always waiting for a cow to fly by like the movie Twister. Yeah. How many tornadoes have you been in? That's my question. Like in a tornado. Wait, is that normal? Same thing with you from Kentucky. I mean, how are you guys who are over here from like the Great Plains and from the South? Like, what do you guys? How many tornadoes have you guys been in or near, or have you seen with your own eyes? Because
Is it chilly outside?
yeah.
His ears and face are cold. Will you show the bathroom, please? Okay, Maggie's gonna start.
Let's see.
Maggie.
They're saying 80 to 90 miles per hour wind and 15 inches of rain at my house. Okay, so 80 to 90 mile per hour wind is gnarly, but the 15 inches of rain is what's going to do damage, man. You guys, like, it's all the flooding that's going to happen is going to be crazy, man. Hopefully you guys they clear those storm drains and everything, because once everything starts getting blown off the shrubs and the trees, and then it blocks up all the drains, and then 15 inches of rain falls, it's like, dude.
It's just crazy. They show all the news where people are like taping their windows. It's like, yeah, the window's gonna break. We just want to minimize like where it goes. It's like it's crazy to me. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, like I'm gonna not have my window anymore. I'm gonna have to replace it, but we're gonna put tape over it, so at least it's just easier to manage. It's like, that's insane. That's great. Like that's like, whew.
Plays on Freeway said, born and raised in SoCal. Been through the big ones in LA. Yeah, so you were Northridge, what was it, 94? Because I slept through that one. Now I was
I guess you were closer than me.
I was about 3.5 hours north, basically 3 hours north, 3.5 hours north, so about 175 miles or so. But yeah, that's
I'm kind of nervous about tornadoes here. I just know that there's like the potential of.
Yeah, and we don't really have a room. Like it's a split level house, so it's kind of like this part of the house almost feels like a basement, but there's still a window up there.
It's underground right now.
Yeah,
we're like in the ground.
Yeah,
like there's a little window, so there's something.
There's a window, but it's also
side,
like that weird block glass. Like what is that stuff called? I don't know. It's like weird.
It's like 90s, like
80s,
like a
style.
square, like a box of glass.
Yeah.
But like right here, this room that we're connected, like, or that's right next to us, is like a kind of a catch-all. It has our laundry pantry, has our extra fridge, and like our dried goods and stuff like that. And then a bathroom straight across the doorway here, and that is completely enclosed, and it is cinder block down here.
Yeah.
So we could get in a room in the ground, cinder block, closed off, no windows. Like we have that bathroom is that for us. So yeah, so I think we have, if we need to.
I think this room's better, personally.
Why?
Because I think that those windows aren't. I don't think that stuff breaks very easy.
I mean, I think it's glass, and if something goes through it, something goes through it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So Tony said he has not seen one up close, but his town was hit by one. And then Edwin, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, so I'm just gonna call you Edwin. Sorry, bro. I feel like I haven't even seen that before. Like, is it just Riem?
Amelia.
Don't knock the little leaning tower of computer I have going on here. Yeah, Go Truck Yourself said they could have pockets of 25 inches of rain. Crazy. Ooh. Yeah, man. That there's gonna be some flooding down there and stuff. So hopefully you guys don't get hit too hard. But they're saying
even born yet.
they're saying They're saying it's gonna stall out a little bit right when it gets to Florida, so that's why you guys are gonna get hit with so much rain. So.
Well, and it's kind of peculiar for a hurricane, right? Like it's what was the person saying today on the Weather Channel? They were saying it's a less common characteristic of a hurricane to have it like be going, because it was going like 15 miles an hour and then it slowed down to 10 and like hung out over Cuba and then it like kept moving, and so it's just like, I don't know, it's like so unpredictable and scary. I don't like it. How much property?
About a
acre and a half.
Acre and a half, yeah.
What's cool is that we have our land is an acre and a half, but like 3 or 4 houses, like 3 or 4 properties down from our house, they have the land that's directly behind our property, and it wraps around and he does hay, but he gives us access through that because there's a creek back there that bends through all that.
Well, our other neighbor who owns the property, like
on the other side,
he was like, you can go down, use my property anytime you want to go down to the creek or whatever. So
and they have a cool So yes, like our land is an acre and a half, but it's like pockets where the trees break where you can just see just land.
Yeah.
So it feels a lot bigger a lot of times too.
Adam Bennett from Santa Ana.
Ana.
Orange County. Daryl Parsons said, I was in a tornado in Sacramento when I was a kid. That's crazy. Sacramento of all places. Let's see.
Well, Daenerys had one, remember? It tore through and did some serious damage.
Yep, out there by Turlock, there was one like 10 years ago or so. Adam Bennett said, about to leave Reno, head to Portland, then back to Reno. Man, you're in some weird markets, but I guess if it pays, right? The Milkman, what's up? I see you made it up to where I'm from this last week. Keep on trucking, man, and maybe we'll see you out here on the road one of these days. Yeah, man. I was up trying to. I've been trying to get up to Wisconsin because of the potato season up there, and then I didn't even end up getting potatoes out of there. But I'm gonna try. I think try my best to keep getting back up there because it's good freight. Good freight. There you go. Go track yourself. Said I'll take the boat down to the street and post it on my channel. You should.
Oh, John's going to bed.
Elias. I don't know if you pronounce it Elias or Elias, but being that your last name is Garcia, I'm going to roll with Elias. And he said, you ever think about hauling cars? I have thought about it. Cars, are pretty huge around Nashville and Smyrna and kind of the area that I'm close to. So I've thought like, man, maybe I go and start hauling cars. I don't know, but that slows down pretty big time in a recession. So I'm kind of trying to think ahead without being like, maybe I shouldn't change into something right before a recession is going to hit us. Or is hitting us, or depression, or however they want to define things. The economy is not doing well right now, and it won't be doing well in the near future. However you want to define the terms, that's what's happening, and we all feel it, we all know it. So, Go Trick Yourself said it's supposed to hit us and then basically stop a crawl over us for 2 days straight. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So weird. And that's what I was saying, is that they're saying that that's not a common characteristic of a hurricane. Usually it has a speed and then it dissipates over land, but it's like maintaining and slowing down over land. It's like they learned a lot when it went over Cuba, I guess. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So John said the Milkman has a good channel, runs out of Wisconsin. I have watched it before. I just haven't been back to watch it in a while. I know but it sucks because like I always feel bad like when I talk to people, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't watched your channel.
I have a lot of time.
I know I don't, but
what up, Jordan
Graff said Mrs. Velox 18. While we're on the topic of natty disasters, I can read.
You totally can.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Snow, Mexico. We have been patiently awaiting on the big one, the massive quake. What is Snow, Mexico? Is that like a real nickname for Vancouver, BC? I'm U-turn 559 said, how's the humidity? Dude, it's not that bad. Like if you've lived in the valley in California, moving here is not that bad. In fact, what we were told by her parents who have lived here for 3 years now, they said, yeah, summers aren't bad at all. Summers are nothing. Winter is where we're going to have the biggest adjustment. Lucy, we can see you back there.
Hi.
You were standing just where the camera could see you.
Hi.
Beast of Logan, come on.
Okay. Amelia, she's all.
Sorry.
It's
I had
okay.
I had to do the Beast of Logan.
It's
Come on.
okay. You scared Amelia.
He texts me that. And it's got a lot of like M's
Is he the guy that
and O's
like
and
made a video
N's.
by your truck?
Yeah.
Was he the one that did that?
He used to be a radio DJ, so he's got kind of a radio
his
voice.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's the one that really coined the phrase El Hueso Queso. All right. Box Dang 40 said, bring the Pete to Speedway in lights at Bristol Motor Speedway this Christmas. You can run it around the high banks. Yeah. I'll just truck it around on the oh, there it is. See, Plays on Freeway knows what's up. He already knows. Come on. It's his hey, but it's his. Can you stop tickling my butt?
I am not.
Where's that hand?
Right here.
Now it's there.
Okay.
Tickling my butt, trying to get me to squirm on live TV.
Like
On national television.
Do you understand what this is? I don't think that you do. You see the little number up there?
There's 94 people from all over the country. So it's national.
All over the world. Brazil.
Yeah. Brazil in the house. Right there. How long have I had my authority? Since
Careful.
Since last last March. So about 18 months. Oklahoma bound. What up from Washington State? What is going on? How's the weather up there, man? I like the summers up in Washington. They're nice. Keith said you need to head back to California before winter hits. You will freak. Yeah, no, we're gonna ride it out.
We'll be fine.
We just ordered her new tires for her Suburban, so they'll be ready for wintertime.
Well, and everybody here, like all of our family, I need to cut my hair. If you guys can't tell how uncomfortable with my hair is, it's I don't know what to do. I get a haircut in a couple weeks, and it's time. I'm not gonna chop it all off, but I need to like figure it out. Anyways, everyone, my sister-in-law, people who've lived here their whole lives, are like, the snow, there's not really like a ton of snow to speak of. They're like, but we get ice where everything freezes, and then that's why kids don't go to school. That's why they close stuff down, because things just freeze. That's just ice. And I was like, ugh. So I hope for like my kids' sake that we get like at least a day or so of like snow, so they can play with some snow on their own yard. It'd
be nice if it just happened on the weekends when I wasn't trying to run.
Did someone give us $100?
They did. He said, let me see.
Whoa.
He said, Oklahoma Bound said, I like your videos, brother. Take the family to dinner and be safe.
Thank you.
Well, we already had dinner tonight, but we will take the family to dinner on you.
You are way behind. Beast of Logan, you're just 3
there you
earthquakes.
go.
There you go. Washington, Brooklyn, California.
Here we go.
Hi, kiddo. Oh,
we would love to see you in Wisconsin. I was just up there.
What is Velox 18?
Krista Simp, grew up in California, lived 5 years in Florida, and now in Maine. You haven't been here yet. That's how I got here. Yeah, no, that's I don't know if I'm ever gonna truck up to Maine. You got to go through a lot of areas. So yeah, I got to look at my map again of all the places that I haven't. But I haven't been everywhere yet, so I can't sing the song. I'm not even allowed to sing that song.
You do sing that,
but I'm not allowed to.
But you do it anyway.
Well, there's a lot of things I'm not allowed to do that I do anyway.
I know.
Nova Life said, "What is Velox 18?"
We just left it at that.
It is the name of my company.
Velox, Latin for velocity.
Boom.
Or speed. 18 wheels.
See?
There you go.
I like it. Yeah, I was looking for a cool name that I thought would look good in like a logo. And I wanted something that was like unique and memorable. And so I liked the word Velox, but there's already like a Velox trucking, a Velox transport, a Velox. And then I was like, dude, you know what would be cool is if I threw a number at the end. And so then I was like, 18 wheels, done. Stamp it. It's done.
We're super behind.
We're not that far behind.
We are. We scrolled down and I was like, whoa, that's like 20 questions, comments.
There you go. OTR we go said, do you ever bring home cooked food with you on the road, or do you always buy out everything that you eat? I pretty much buy everything I eat because I don't have a whatchamacallit, refrigerator in the truck.
I would cook for him.
She would
send him stuff.
She totally would. She would rather me eat healthier. So
for his heart.
Yeah. Bring in the ruckus. That reminds me of
Darius.
It reminds me of cross movement. We brings the ruckus when we uplift the gift of salvation. Logos invasion. Christian rap. Anyway, all right. You had In-N-Out and Fatburger in California. What do you get in Tennessee?
You know what? You keep your In-N-Out comments to yourself.
Helen's Hot Chicken.
Although we really like Party Fowl.
Party Fowl is more of a sit-down restaurant, but it is very, very, very good.
Chicken fried chicken? Are you kidding me?
On the hot chicken.
Chicken fried Nashville chicken.
Yeah.
I was like, and then you'd be put on mashed potatoes, and there's this gravy. It's simple but delicious. I want that kid face.
So Jordan said lots of Americans call Canada Snow Mexico, as in we're like Mexico, just north. Supposed to be insulting. I love it though. I feel like you guys are like the exact opposite of Mexico though. Like you guys are
clean roads. And
it's like
law enforcement.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like your law enforcement rides on horses, and people don't even get away with as much crime as they do in Mexico, where the police officers ride in driving cars.
Yeah. Let's keep going. There's a lot.
You wanted just to ignore that one completely.
I did.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
You always do.
So Oklahoma Bound, thank you for becoming a member as well. I did mention I'm going to do a members only live show probably in the next couple weeks. So if you want to be a part of that, basically it'll be like this, but it'll be less people in there because right now we have 87 people in here. We got probably 30 who are actually interacting or 40 interacting in the chat. But basically it'll be more of a hangout. I might even post the link. If it's small enough, we might just post the link in the chat for everyone to just jump in and we can all just chat like on the StreamYard and we can just hang out in video chat and it'll just be fun. But that's the plan with the channel membership. So thank you for becoming a channel member, Oklahoma Bound. On to the next one. Love your honesty and you just being you. You say you're not teaching, but I'm definitely learning the owner op stuff from you. I'm 52 and this is my third career. Goal is owner op next year. So SoCal in Colorado. Tony, you're confusing me.
That's cool though.
Yeah. No, and like I know that happens. I know like people are just learning from like I know that there is a teaching element to my channel. I just
like your mistakes are on display and so they learn what not to do.
Exactly.
So it's a what not to do channel.
That's what I've been told actually in the comments.
I know. I have to stop reading comments because usually people in the chat are awesome, but people in the comments,
yeah, they can be a little rude sometimes.
It's like, why would you say that? Like, just shut your mouth. Just keep on going. Just keep it to yourself. Oh, what are you doing? Come here. Oh, here comes Amelia. Oh, she's such a little puppy.
I know. Doesn't she?
Don't lick me in my mouth.
Doesn't she though? Doesn't she?
Are you a little puppy?
Doesn't she look like her mama?
No.
I made a joke.
Get
out of here, dog.
Lucy, yes.
Yes, we know.
Yes, we know.
Yeah.
So rude.
No, she definitely looks like. Oh, she's gonna knock the computer over.
Yep. As she's getting older, she's looking like me. Sorry, Lo.
Way more. It's a good thing. Hey, you're moving it more than she is.
I am holding it down.
Okay, get over here.
I have Looking for Love in all the wrong places just playing in my head right now.
Look at Edward Williams, born and raised in Visalia, California, and been back here since 2011. A lot better back here. Love it. And Yeah, should go to the Speedway. Is good for the kids at Christmas. Yeah, we're I don't know. I think we're gonna see what's going on. Luckily, we have family who have been here for years and years. Not just her parents, but my brother-in-law's wife. Her whole she's from this area, or she moved here when she was like a little girl. So her whole family's been here for 30 years. So they let us know all the like cool stuff that we can do around here and stuff. So it's kind of neat. Peace of Logan. Speaking of Logan, Ryan Reynolds announced Hugh coming back as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Come on. I don't really watch
doesn't mean anything.
superhero movies. I'm not like against them. I don't watch movies very often. I don't have time. I have time. I don't like to use my time to watch movies.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were like kind of
because you watch a 3-hour plus football game, so you could watch a movie.
This is true. And I watch them back to back. 3.5 hours, and it's like 7 hours.
Yeah, it's like 9, it's like 12.
Yeah, I get more views than CNN. Suck it, CNN.
Which CNN? There's like 4 CNNs.
Donald Romano said, I almost said Ronald Domano.
Ronald McDonald. Yes. Okay.
Donald Romano said, how did you make it home? I thought you were going west. The truck, I keep saying the truck is in the shop. The trailer is in the shop still. They're replacing the brakes. So I'm not, we're not worried about you. I keep jumping ahead of like while I'm talking. So yeah, I'm not going west. I'm gonna look for loads tomorrow. I was looking for loads today, just trying to plan ahead, but I couldn't find the right load and going to the right area, that kind of thing. So let's see. Jorge said, yes, sir. In my opinion, it's easier for us young guys to take bigger risks because we don't have that big of a responsibility of feeding a family and being home for kids and family. I would agree with that, man. Like now's the time to risk it all, because once you have a family, it's like you better. I mean, you can still take risks. Like we're still taking risks out here, big time. But what?
Nothing.
This is what I have to deal with every day, people. This is my life.
So you said risk it, and it immediately made me think of an Office clip where Daryl tells Michael Scott, "Sitting on your biscuit, never willing to risk it."
Yeah, that's.
He's all, you just live a soft, nerfy life, and Michael's just like, it's like the cool guy.
Towel, please.
Yeah, will you have just underwear?
Dress.
You need to get jammies?
Well, I'm glad you at least have underwear on. Otherwise,
I need a towel. His hair is all dripping wet. Okay. Amelia, get up, girl.
All right.
Get up.
Well,
get up. Sorry.
Hey, we're gonna shut this down in a little bit, so get your last questions in. Jessica's gonna yell at the dog.
I may or may not come back, so thank you for coming. Oh.
You had to block it with your hand because you don't want everyone to see our kisses.
Oh, there you go. I just
need a second kiss.
Face.
All right. Is it ready now? Now, how do I stop it? No. Jim, I don't know what you're talking about. I might have missed. I'm so far behind. So maybe the female loads will happen after the hurricane. Yeah, Donald, that's what we were talking about earlier. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that's something that works out. Saying hi from Southern Oregon. Squirm, baby, squirm. Milkman, dude, $49.99 super chat. What? Yes, sir. Potatoes and cheese up here. Never liked hauling potatoes, however. Floor loaded, heavy as you know what, and always take forever to unload. Yeah, I like palletized potatoes. I don't mind that. They are heavy, but the one like the hookup that I have, the broker that has those loads, they all go to Walmart, so they're palletized, so they're not floor loaded. Let's see, high paying loads and no stopping. Man, Donald, that would be the That would be the goal. That's the hope. That's the hope. Go Check Yourself said, "What's Latin for bad fuel mileage? If Velox is Latin for fast or for speed or for velocity, then what's Latin for bad fuel mileage? I don't know. You guys will have to look that up, and maybe we'll make a T-shirt out of it. I don't know. Let's see. Plays on Freeway said, later Gators, got to go. See you later. Peace out. Have fun." Let's see. Box Staying 40. Winter isn't bad here, really. And you guys are just like us. We all want one good snow on a weekend when I'm off work, too. Yeah. Our neighbor tracked the number of foggy days in August. And according to the theory, that's going to make us have a pretty – we had like 14 days or something like that, 15 days of fog in August. So it's supposed to be a pretty snowy winter. Terry Wallace – I don't think we're going to take you guys on a tour of the house. Number one, it's an older house and we have a lot of work that we want to put into it. And it's not really HGTV ready. But also kind of, I'm trying to maybe not show as much of the, like I don't want people to find out where I live basically. So I'll show like bits and pieces, and maybe some people would like be weird enough to try and figure it out, but I'm trying not to do the full, like, you know, I don't want to connect too many dots for everybody. Hold on. Donald Romano said, because I get refunds from Uber Eats all the time. No, that was one time, and I even tried to go the next day and order it again, and there was no delivery drivers available for it, so I couldn't do it. What is your favorite dish that Mrs. Velox cooks up for you? I'm a pretty simple guy. So a lot of my favorite foods are like not her favorite foods. But I would probably say probably her enchiladas. Those are like my go-to are the enchiladas or the tacos or her cheeseburgers. That's kind of the style that I like. She can make fancier stuff, but I'm not a fancy guy. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm not a very fancy guy. So it's like that like good. And then she makes like a potato cheese soup with bacon on it once the weather turns. In fact, I'm surprised she hasn't made it yet this week. I think it's because we're both trying to watch what we're eating, and potato cheese soup isn't like exactly healthy. So I think anyway, yeah. Shoot, but that was a good question about my wife's cooking, because it made me think. I'm like, there's a lot that I like, but a lot of times I ask her to change what she would like to cook, because I want like junk food. I'm like, hey, how about we have chili dogs and mac and cheese, like boxed mac and cheese? And she's like, boxed mac and cheese? You want boxed mac and cheese? All right, I'll make boxed mac and cheese. Fine. Like she would much rather cook like an awesome meal. But a lot of my favorite stuff I learned to cook myself, so that way I can just do it, because a lot of it's like labor intensive. Like we have done Nashville hot chicken at the house. That was probably one of my favorite meals, and she helped me make it the last couple times. She might have even made it by herself the last time that I did it. And I just like did some prep and like made the sauce or something. I forget, but she did most everything last time we made it. But that was good. And then I guess I'm still on this comment, so I should keep that one on there. Yeah. And then what else? I was trying to think of what else like that. Oh, like I like barbecue. I like ribs, and so she makes all the sides for that. Like she makes a homemade mac and cheese that is just bomb. Yeah. So, but I do like when I really, really, really like something, I learn to cook it myself, because it's kind of like, and I guess it's always like the protein. I'm a protein guy. I'm like, dude, give me protein and give me like starches and junk food. Like I'm a sucker for a casserole or for a cheesy something or other. Cover something in cheese, deep fry it. I'm game. Marvin A. Palencia said, I saw the milkman last week going through North Platte, Nebraska on I-80. That's cool. That's cool. Go Check Yourself said, Justin's new video is called Failed Drug Test. Hope they didn't mess up his test. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure that he probably didn't fail it, like actually fail it, because he doesn't seem dumb enough to do that. But yeah, if like the chain of custody was broken or something else happened, then maybe he maybe has to go and retest or something. I don't know. I guess we'll all have to tune in and find out, huh? Clint Anderson said, "How's your son doing at Ole Miss?" He is he's having to adjust. You know, he's a freshman, and a lot of the freshmen there are pledging for fraternities, and so he was going to pledge to a fraternity, but then the only fraternity they really wanted to get into, where they actually care about like academics and they aren't just a bunch of party animals. That it was the one fraternity that he actually thought he might fit into, and he didn't make the cut. They prefer legacies first, in-state, people second, and then whatever their other criteria and stuff. So he was a little disappointed in that. And then some of his friends, like they go and party and tailgate, which just means drink until they're like drunk, and then they all go to the football game, and then they all want to leave in the first quarter, and he's like, but I don't want to leave in the first quarter. But all my friends, all the people I'm there with, all want to leave. So he's kind of having some adjustments. Just I think adjusting to being in a place where everyone's trying to. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's a lot going on there. I think there's a lot going on. Like he's trying to figure out how to be who he is with his own faith at a school that isn't necessarily. He's not like surrounded by a bunch of like Christian people and stuff, and so I think he's trying to like fit in but not do what they do, and I think that's hard to do just from experience. I think when you're around a bunch of people who want to party and you don't party, you feel like outside of their little group, and then their priorities are a lot of times different than what yours are. So anyway, so he's kind of bummed about that. And then there's some stuff academically, a program that he was trying to get into, tuition stuff, it was going to help with tuition and all that. So he's kind of going through a little stretch right now. He's a little bummed out, but I'm going to be there in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks from this Saturday. I'm going to go. We've been planning to do a football game on that in October. So that is the plan. So I'll be over there then and go take him out to eat and help food solve all of his problems. Gosh, we're so gluttonous in this country. Okay. There you go. Tony Walton said, Colorado, my company's headquarters is in Murfreesboro. Okay, that's cool. SoCal from Colorado, but your company's in Murfreesboro. I like it. Daryl Parsons, how do you become a member? You click on the little like money icon down at the bottom, and then it should pull up the options for super chat, something else, and then becoming a member. And you just click on that. And I think I do $2.99 a month. I think that's what I ended up doing. $2.99 a month to become a member. Edward Williams, it goes on for like a month, but driving around the track is what's cool, brother. Oh man, we're still talking about Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's see. The Life of a Coney said no load for this week, Nick. Man, not right now. The trailer's in the shop, so yeah, we're hopefully we'll have it back tomorrow, and then we'll be back in the truck because we need to run, but nothing yet. I mean, I made the delivery on Monday, but then after that, I just took the trailer to the shop, and I took the truck to the shop too. We got the oil changed and we did a service, but yeah. Let's see. Haboonster is saying good night. Good night, Haboonster, channel member. Krista Simp, have a great night, y'all. See you on the next chat. All right, Krista. Good night. Let's see. Does the missus clean your truck? She has. She has helped me clean the truck a number of times. Yeah, she was funny when she did during your COVID. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the times that she did it. Definitely. DUI semi-American trailer trucking. Said just trucking failed his drug test. Did you watch the video or did you just read the clickbaity title? Because maybe he just clickbaited everyone into thinking that he failed it, but then they're going to watch it and find out that there was another issue that's making them forcing him to like retest or something. You
want to sit right there?
So
maybe we both got into our pajamas.
Yeah, there you go. Edward Williams said, Justin did what? Ain't watched him yet. Been here with y'all. Yeah, I haven't watched it either, man. Go track yourself, said Malum Pacifist 18. Yeah, bad fuel mileage 18. That's really funny. Malum Pacifist 18. All right, we're gonna have to figure that out. And yeah, Tom C, mal equals bad in Spanish. Yep.
Mal.
Mal. But yeah, that's we're Latin-based languages, Spanish, English. So a lot of the words have their root in Latin words. Pretty cool. It's kind of like My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where he's like, every word can be traced back to the Greek language. But it's literally like that with Latin. It's just the way it is. Edward Williams, got to keep your privacy to y'all self, brother. We are here for the chat, brother, LOL, and the company. Yep, always. Go Trick Yourself said, I always watch what I eat. I see it on the fork or spoon before it goes in my mouth. I like it. Box Dang 40 says, Iowa 80 truck stop, really the best. I mean, I wasn't like floored by it when I went there. It was cool, but I'd rather have like really nice amenities and stuff than like being just a big place to stop. Tony Wall said, oh, no In-N-Out in Tennessee yet. Got it here in Colorado, but I refuse to eat it here. Yeah, if I've seen the lines in Colorado, so if that's how long the lines are going to be, I don't think I would wait in line for it either. I mean, maybe I would. I miss it. But Low Key Trucking said, hey, Velox, hope all is well. All is good, man. Trailers in the shops. We're just hanging out live. Don Sarian said, Nick, are you prepared to be out there this winter? I think I'm going to have to be, man. Just reported that 2.5 million people have been told to evacuate Florida. Dang, dude. Yeah, it's a bad storm. It's a bad storm, and it's like you said, it's gonna stall out and just dump rain. So flooding is more dangerous than the wind in most of these situations, man. Like it's gonna be hardcore. So hey, we're almost catching up, I think. What? Hello from California. Johnny Lee, hey, I'm back. Had to go for family dinner. Hey, we're almost done. We're gonna keep on trucking, my friend, Mr. Eric Jenkins. Nice last name. I like it. And always enjoy your videos. I almost said you too. Eric, I don't know if you post videos, but yeah, that's it. Robert Clark said, what's up, neighbor? What is going on? How do you like driving the east side of the country compared to the west side? I mean, I like it. It's cool. I kind of like the west. Like I like driving through like Arizona and Nevada, and it's easy driving out there. But John Elliott said, controversial opinion, but Culver's is better. I mean, it's controversial because it's wrong, but I mean, Culver's is okay. I've had it. It's good. I wasn't like disappointed in it. I felt like it was good. But you must be from like Minnesota, Wisconsin, or that area, because that's the only people who think that Culver's is like better than anything else. Just like I know if you like Whataburger more than In-N-Out, you're from Texas every time. There's no questions about it. So let's see here. They now have Whataburgers in Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas. So let's see. Hauling for a contractor with his truck and trailer doing U.S. mail till rates get better. Sucks trying to still afford a trailer. Prices should be coming down more. I was hoping. Yeah, man, that's kind of like I'm keeping an eye out for trailers and stuff, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Who knows? I thought like with rates being down this low that the equipment would kind of follow, but it hasn't. So Go Truck Yourself said, got to pick up a load in an hour and a half. Guess I'll try to shut my ass for a power app. Be good, bro. Bye, everyone. Go Truck Yourself. Go deliver and be safe, man. Be safe. And, man, don't try to ride it out. Don't be a Floridian and try and ride it out. Just take the family and get out of there, man. That's what I would do. Although you may get stuck in a traffic jam. So this is worse. And how did you find a trailer? I can't find a semi and power only. Doesn't seem profitable, at least what my dispatcher is telling me. Yeah, man, and it's so much different now than it was before. And I found a trailer just by looking at truck paper and Just searching for trailers. Just, I mean, same thing you would do. Go to truck paper and just look for trailers for sale and try and find one, man. So let's see. Boxing 40. If you get to East Tennessee, you have to try Pal's. I recommend the double big pal with cheese and add bacon. Life is short, eat hard. Yeah, that's how I usually live, but that's how I got up to 250 pounds, and it's that's not a good healthy weight for a guy who's only like 6'1.5" 6'3" inch. All right, I call myself 6'1", but I'm not quite there. In-N-Out has the cleanest OTR trucks. Find a dirty one. Yeah, dude. No, their trucks are nice. Robert Clark said, if you need any advice or anything, let me know. Been out here 20 plus years. Keep up the good work, bro. I'm leased on with Landstar. I have my own authority, but didn't want that headache. Okay. Yeah. Robert, when you said neighbor, are you literally one of my neighbors? Because I see there's a few Landstar guys that live kind of down the road from me. All of a sudden I was like, wait, are you really my neighbor? Okay, hold on. I got to catch up. I love Five Guys is my pick. Hey, Five Guys is good. I need to do it. I need to go have it again because I've had it once and I remember liking it, but I think I need to try it again. Low Key said, I'm doing power only right now as well. Rates drop so much, I'll just park my truck and haul mail until it comes back. Let's see. Does it have to be 10 years or newer? Are you talking about the trailer? A lot of people haven't been looking at those trailers like that, but it just has to be nice for the most part. But who knows? I mean, with freight slowing down, they might start getting more picky on that kind of stuff and be like, yeah, get out of here. We don't need this trailer in here if it's 11 years old. But I would try to find one that's less than 10 years old personally, just so that you're good. Boxing 40 is my dad. Don't listen to him. That guy's crazy. Also, Culver's is the best cheese curds. There's no opinion. That's just facts. Okay, I'm down with that. You can convince me of that. I'm down with that. Okay, Robert Clark. Well, I live up in Somerset, Kentucky, not too far away. Gotcha. Okay, good. I was like, wait, because there's a couple different Landstar drivers that live down the road from me, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Are you one of them? Because that truck doesn't look familiar, but maybe it's a different. Maybe that's a different truck. So. Jim Cox said, from Ventura, you ever OT at B&J driving Satakoy Jim and Bernice Jenkins? You good to own if you have a dude? Are you doing voice to text? Because I feel like it's messing up what you're trying to say. But I lived in Ventura for 3 years, but I'm not actually from Ventura. I'm from Pismo Beach area, and Jim and Bernice Jenkins, I don't know a Jim and Bernice Jenkins. I don't think I'm related, unfortunately. 806 driver is in the house. What's going on? What is going on? Have you guys checked out 806 driver's channel? Because he's got a lot of cool stuff. What are you pulling now? Because you were doing tanker for a long time, but then you always switch it up and you switch to different stuff. You always got different trailers behind you, and I saw you had some issues with the truck too. Is that all cleared up? I don't watch as much YouTube as I used to, but I try to keep up a little bit. Dave Mork said, would you ever do flatbed if the rates drop too low? I mean, the flatbed rates are going to drop low too, but yeah, I'm not afraid of flatbed. We've talked about that earlier in the live. Like, yeah, I would do it. I would like to do it. I think 806 that just popped in. Cool. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Love it. Daniel said, how do you like living in Tennessee? I love it. We're doing good. We like it here. We like Tennessee. Distant Warrior said, can you haul hazmat with your insurance? No, you have to have a special hazmat license to haul hazmat, which actually it only costs like $150 to get it. It's not that hard, but you have to do quarterly safety meetings for safety training for hazmat. You have to do some other things, and then you do have increased insurance costs. But I haven't gone through the trouble to do that because I don't see enough loads on the load board that would make it worth it for me, I think. So I just kind of have left it alone. I still have my endorsement on my license, but I don't, like, my carrier is not set up to run, if that makes sense. Bunker 108 said, keep up the good work, positive and informative. Watching the lanes out of Tennessee have been interesting to watch. I hated running I-5 back in the day. Sure is pretty, but 55 miles an hour was terrible. I prefer I-40. Yeah, 70 miles an hour is better than 55, I'll tell you that. Although everyone in California pretty much runs like 64 on I-5. That's just, you're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I've been running 64, 65 miles an hour, and I've had CHP just blow right by me. They don't care. They don't mind. But 806 Driver said, we do a little of everything right now, getting ready for our cotton harvest. Pulling the RG in tomorrow. Truck is doing good. Cool, man. Yeah, you guys should check out 806 Driver's channel, because he knows more about trucking. He's probably forgotten more about trucking than I know. So whereas I talk about like freights and freight lanes and money, he talks about like trucking, and he even does some of the maintenance and stuff and repairs and stuff on his trucks. Even though he's a company driver, but he takes care of the truck, and it's a cool truck too. So anyway, you guys should check that out. Let's see. Last one. Okay. Last one. What do you think about the box truck niche? Don't have a CDL. I'm thinking about getting into that. I really don't know about it at all. I really don't. I know I've seen it. I've seen some people, I've seen them on load boards where it's like, 26-foot box truck would work on this kind of a thing, but I don't know any, like I've never actually looked into it. So I would only be like guessing if I tried to give you any real information on that. So this will be where we cut it off. Thank you guys for hanging out. All of you guys, this was fun. It was more fun when my wife was here, huh? But that's kind of the way it always is. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys for joining as channel members, those of you who did. And the next live will be a members only live. So you should join the channel membership, and then we can hang out next time I go live, which I'm not going to schedule it. It's just going to happen when it happens, but we'll see when that happens. We will see when that happens. So yeah, you guys all take care of yourselves. Have a good night, and good night now.